guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, give me a huge thumbs up. Today, we're going to be doing a Bible study with these little flashcards. It'll have questions, and it will have a story that I'm going to read to y'all. And we're going to be doing...
Do you see cops?
That's part of what I do.
5
I normally don't see cadets
stories
kicked out of
today.
the academy.
And to do this, you don't need these cards that I'm going to be doing and reading what are on the card, but you will need a notebook paper
Sometimes they do.
and
Yeah,
a
sure.
pencil.
Sometimes they cry, yeah. If they've had trouble at home, if they've had to
So,
use their weapons.
First, we're going to be doing Jesus washes feet, and I need you to draw a line and draw the title.
So they know they have to weep after they use their weapons. There is no one more full of shit than a cop,
washes
except for a cop on TV.
feet.
I looked at your file on that.
And
I see
so,
you
yeah.
record of assault.
And I need you to write a 1 and a 2 for the
What
questions.
was it like
And let
when you were in
me,
jail?
What?
and then the
Want to hear about
The questions are going to be that
Isn't that
long.
happening?
The answers won't be that long, so I'm gonna
Okay,
draw
let's do
like
this.
a prism,
Hey,
like 2 dots,
somebody that's a special
a column,
contact. That guy
colon,
Jimmy Bags,
whatever.
whose jaw you broke, half
2
was
dots,
working undercover
and
for
that's where
Boston
your
Police
answer will go.
I'm going fucking nuts,
So,
man. I can't
let
be
me
someone
read it
else
to
every fucking day. It's been a year of this. I've had enough of
Sorry
this
about
shit.
the
Calm down, right? Most
TV.
people in the world do
It's
it every
just my
day.
grandma
What's the big
watching,
deal?
and
I'm
I'm
not
so
them, all right?
sorry.
I'm not fucking them, okay?
Sorry.
Exactly. You're nobody.
That's something
You
we
signed
don't
the
say.
papers, remember? Now, we're the only
Before
two
the
people on the face
Passover
of this earth that
holiday,
even know you're a
Jesus
cop.
gathered his 12
Well,
disciples
just
together.
erase your file.
Jesus knew he
How
would
about that? How
soon
about we
be
erase
leaving
your
to
file,
go
and then
to
bang,
heaven.
you're just
He
another
wanted to
soldier
share
from
with a
Costello,
special
open
meal
to arrest for
with
felony
him.
felons, huh?
Jesus had many things to say. I am so sorry about that. Jesus had many things to tell them. Before the meal, Jesus did something very special. He poured water into a bowl and began washing his feet on disciples. One by one, this was a job usually done by servants. Yet Jesus, the Son of God, was washing his disciples' feet. Peter told Jesus that not to wash his feet, but Jesus told him that a teacher should not think of himself as better than his students. By example, Jesus taught the disciples to treat each other equally.
What are you waiting for?
That was a story. If you couldn't hear it, I can understand because of the TV background. And so, yeah. So I'm gonna write question 1. Question 1: whose feet did Jesus wash? So write that down. Whose
Look, I need you to keep your ears open, alright? No bullshit. I think Costello's got a spy inside the special investigation unit.
Jesus
You
wash?
serious? I'm afraid so.
Okay.
Have you heard anything like
So
that?
the first question, we're gonna look back in the story. So it said, before the meal, Jesus did something very special. He poured water into a bowl and began washing the feet of his disciples.
What do you expect
So
coming in here?
it shows you what it
I know
did.
you have to come here.
His disciples.
But now
He
that
washed
you-
the feet of his disciples.
What do you want?
So that's our answer for number 1.
You want the truth? Value.
You know, if you lied, you would have an easier time getting what
Okay.
you wanted.
What's that say about what you do for a
I just
living?
think we
So,
should have a
and
few more
for the
meetings before we even
question
talk
2,
about prescriptions.
who
I'm having panic attacks, alright? The
Did-
other night I thought I was having a fucking heart attack. I peed in a trash barrel on the
did
way home.
not
I haven't slept for fucking weeks.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true, alright? I said something fucking true. I
Well,
want some fucking
Jesus-
pills, and you're gonna what? You're gonna close my file?
I didn't
Is that
say
what you're
close
gonna
your
do?
file. I know.
I thought I was supposed to tell the truth.
Well,
Here,
Jesus
yeah, only
towards-
fucking
You
here.
are,
Christ,
yes,
man, a guy
right.
comes in here against every instinct of privacy, of self-reliance that he has, and what do? What do, huh? You send him off on the
His
street to score smack? Is that what you do?
feet.
You're fucking ridiculous.
So who did not want
2
Jesus
pills?
to wash his feet?
Great. Why don't you just give me a bottle of
What it
scotch
says.
and a handgun to blow my
One by
fucking head
one,
off? Are
this
we
was
done
a
here
job
with this
usually done by
psychiatry
servants.
bullshit?
Yet
What
the
freedom
Son
did I just
of
put
God
myself through?
was washing his disciples'
And what if that was
feet.
a legitimate
Peter
threat?
told Jesus
Think about
not
it.
to wash his
Oh,
feet,
God.
but Jesus told him that a teacher should not think of himself as better than his students. So it was Peter, because he said, Peter told Jesus not to wash his feet, so he didn't want his feet to be washed, so that's our answer for number 2.
Listen,
If you have these,
you know, I'm not just
please
somebody
take it
that you have
along
to
with
see
me
every picture
and
of.
don't look at the answers.
Okay? I mean, if
You
you're
can
in
see
distress,
them?
I will help you.
Upside down right here, so don't
this?
look at them. So
My
that's
card and a prescription
number
for 20
1.
Lorazepam.
That was the category events.
Enough to commit
And
suicide.
the lesson was
Maybe it is.
humility.
All right? Okay? Have I done my job up to your goddamn
So-
standards? Because according to my standards, you fit the
The
model of
next
drug-seeking behavior.
one we're doing
Yeah, it's too
is
damn bad.
the
for like
Last
initial clinical
Supper.
reaction.
Thank you.
So write that down.
I'm transferring you to another counselor.
Good.
Okay,
You want
so
to get a cup of coffee?
the Last Supper asks 2 questions, like always.
Bring it in, please. Bring it in. Come on in. Our target is a major transaction of microprocessors.
So draw your
Yes.
percent,
Those.
curl it.
I don't know what they are.
I don't know what they're called. 2 dots
Cash.
for each question, and write
Lots
1
of
and
cash
2.
going to change
Okay.
hands inside a building
So,
that we have under AV
Last
surveillance
Supper.
close by.
Jesus
I know
invited
this
his
offsite
12
location is
disciples
not the
to a
best.
Passover
We have
meal
very little
to
time to
thank
set
God
up.
for all he had done. This would be
Staff
the
Sergeant
last meal
Sullivan's
that
team
Jesus
will
would
ID the
share
bad
with his
guys listed
disciples
on the
before he
phones.
died
Our
on the
unit will
cross.
not take
He
action.
wanted them
I
to be
repeat,
strong
not
and
take
always
action until
remember
Amanda Captain
what
Quinn has
he had
declared their
taught
operation.
them after the
Verifies the
gathered.
transaction.
Jesus
Clear?
did something special.
Anybody?
He
Any
took
questions?
some bread
No?
and a cup of wine,
This is who we're
breaking
at.
the bread. He said, "Take this and eat it, for it is my body." Then he passed the wine and said, "Drink, this is for my blood." As everyone ate, Jesus said, "One of you will betray me." They all wondered who it might be. Judas knew he would not be faithful to Jesus. Jesus also knew that and told Judas
Yes.
to leave.
Yeah,
And the end of the meal, the disciples sang a song of praise to God. From then on, every time the disciples ate bread and drank of wine, they would remember the love of Jesus had for all of them.
So we'll just have to see if lunch.
So that was a story. It was a pretty good story. So if you go to church, you might do like a thing where you get like a wafer and a grape juice. So you pray and do this, whatever it's called, and then you will take the wafer, put it in your mouth, and then drink the grape juice. So that's what I do at my church.
I'm not so sure.
But the question 1 is, how
PCK, he'll operate the cameras
Many-
and let you guys along.
All cell phone signals are
How
under surveillance through the courtesy of
many-
my federal friends over there.
people were
Patriot.
at the Last Supper? Ooh. So let's go back. So Jesus invited his 12 disciples to a Passover meal to thank God for all he had done. So Jesus plus the 12 people would equal 13. So 13 people
All right, here we
came
go.
over to the Last Supper meal.
That's
But
Costello.
most of y'all would have
French.
said
It's
12
Fitzy, Delahunt.
because there's 12
The new
disciples,
Beverly
but
Costello.
Jesus was there too because he gave them the wine and the bread. So, yeah. So
Time
the
is
answer is
10:46.
13.
All right, turn off your cell
Question
phones.
2.
Fitzy's got the chickens. Check your weapons.
Disciple betrayed Jesus.
We have a blind spot.
Okay, so
Why do we have a blind spot?
it
Yeah, 2
said,
hours notice. 2 hours. Fuck, you think this
as
is
everyone
acid?
Jason said,
You got a camera in the
one
back?
of you
What
will
back?
betray me. They all wondered who it was, who it might be. Judas knew he would not be faithful
How you going,
to
Rob?
Jesus. Jesus also knew that Jesus and told Judas to leave. So we know it said Judas would not be faithful to God, which is a bad choice. Should all be faithful to God. Sorry about that. So it said you should all. Sorry, we'll just let that pass.
It's just scared shitless.
Okay, so it said
Scared.
Judas was the
I'm
one to
concerned about a
betray God.
Chinaman who thinks it's wise to come
Okay.
to a business transaction. Automatic weapons.
Okay, that was this is the category
For his
of
own good, tell Bruce Lee and the Karate Kids none of us are
Events
carrying
two.
automatic weapons. Because here, in this country,
so
you don't add inches to your
jewelry
dick. You get a life sentence.
is the title of this one. 1 and 2. Okay,
On A, sir.
so
We had some of that Homeland Security, man. There's some other fucking douchebags I could mention.
Any calls?
long ago, jewelry was worn from
made from the area.
many
807 phones
reasons.
alive
People
in
who
this area.
believed in magic
Down on
wore
the area.
jewelry as good luck
What'd
charms.
you see there for
Some
service?
believed that special
Why the
types
fuck
of
did they
jewelry
turn their
kept
phones
evil
off?
spirits away.
Wait.
Usually women
Just the one
would
phone up. Right.
wore charms and earrings. Men often wore them around their necks. Some women wore rings and jewels around their noses. Ankle bracelets were also very popular. Queens and princesses wore hollow ones
Why
filled
isn't
with
it?
stones. These make ankle bracelets rattled as the women walked. Both Hebrew men and women wore rings, necklaces, and bracelets, but only the women
fucking cameras in
wore
place.
earrings.
Oh, who the fuck are you?
Jewelry was often
Okay,
given
that's
as
the
a
job.
special
You must
gift.
be the other guy.
Abraham's servant gave gold earrings and bracelets to Rebecca.
These chicks
When
want to
Daniel
move Taiwan
wore-
anytime in
wore-
the century, they better
wore-
shape up
For the
and
king,
show me $1 million.
he was given a gold chain as a necklace.
What we generally
So,
do in this
That was
country.
the story of jewelry, and
One guy,
the first question is,
it was the item,
what
and the other guy pays
kind
him. No ticky,
of
no laundry.
jewelry did women wear?
Go ahead, kids.
我翻返嚟啦，你 check 一 check 啦。
For where?
Cars are moving. You see anything come out?
Oh,
Jesus fucking Christ. Please tell me that those Chinaman's cars aren't empty.
so okay. So
Didn't figure we
it
had a
said,
navy.
what kind did the? So it says women wore
Did you put a camera in the back?
earrings, rings, bracelets, necklaces.
I talk to you for a second, please.
Yeah. So we'll just put an E for earrings, an R for rings, a B for bracelets, and an N for necklaces.
an ice cream.
I'm getting on a plane.
And the second question
funeral to go
to, is-
okay? This is my ship. Just calm down.
Why
what
should I get on a fucking plane, huh? Meet up? You actually want me dead? Look, there is a
Jewelry.
rat in your unit. That is a fact, all right? Where's Queenan?
He's not here.
They knew you had cameras in the building. They knew everything, all right? There was a leak from the inside. It's real, man. Smoke him out.
Yeah?
Please?
How do we do that, Mr. Fucking Genius? We didn't even graduate from the academy.
where
Disinform, all right? Let it slip through SIU.
Around.
Sealed wiretap warrant for Costello's a popping. Don't tell anyone in our division, but tell SIU. flush it down the pipe and see if it comes out on my end, alright? That's what we do first. We narrow it down. Where the fuck is Queen, huh?
I'm writing a curse.
Here, all right? You want to meet up or you got something real? Call me back.
So the answer is bracelets.
Change your life. Rap.
Okay.
Change anything. Right? Change everything. Right?
And we'll finish the other two next time. Bye. Make sure you subscribe and hit that subscribe button.
My boyfriend.
And like the video. Bye. Mwah. Sorry.